Could not wait to shoot this video. Like literally, it is 6:23 a.m. right now. I shot two different videos for Instagram and YouTube. Literally, you guys got to go check those out. But man, I got to be a little bit quiet because my girlfriend's sleeping. But guys, oh, it is so good. Now, honestly, why I'm calling it peak is because I knew when I got introduced to Critical Role and this in campaign 2 specifically years ago that I knew if they turned it into an animated series that it would be fire. At the time, I think a little bit before Vox Machina was already coming, which I've tried to make it a point to watch campaign 1, but I just never got into it and I got busy with life. But but I did catch the animated series and Vox Machina was really good. But Mighty Nine was what I was waiting for, and it's just so funny too that they got a longer run time for each episode, so they can really delve into, the character backstories, what other characters were doing, like Trent, which let me just say right off the bat, because we're a minute in. So if you made it this far, I'm going to say this right now. I get a lot of love from the critters, so I appreciate it. I'm going to say right now, if you don't like spoilers, you got to leave. You got to leave. Come on. I don't know why they're not teaching this in Media Literacy 101. I don't even know if that's the right term for not watching a video that you don't want. Like, if you don't like a video or you're not going to vibe with it, just don't watch it. But I'm saying this in case for spoilers because I got a comment on one of my campaign 4 videos about like, oh, I don't like when content creators upload the thing when the full episode's not even out, and it's like, wait, don't watch the video then. What are you doing? But anyway, so seriously, if you don't want spoilers, just go watch the first episode. It's on Prime Video. But let's get into this. So, like I was saying, Trent, man, them showing Trent Ickathon in the beginning, or just not even in the really in the beginning. I'm gonna kind of be chaotic and jumping around because this is just like a raw video without diving deep into what they did. Because what's funny too? I think I'm gonna start with the very end of the episode, but I'm gonna say my favorite part first. My favorite part is the Volstrucker. Seeing them in animated is, or seeing them in animation is amazing. It is so cool because in the campaign, I remember like they were like the boogeyman, at least in the begin. Well, it does make sense. They were like the boogeyman. Like if you ran into one of them, you knew they were dangerous, like magical assassins, and it was so cool because I don't know if I'm remembering this wrong or if this is something that they changed. I didn't know, but I'm pretty sure this did happen to Beauregard, right? But they animated it this time, and that's why I got the sense of deja vu. So if you guys watched my shorts, I said in the shorts that there was a comment on the Prime Video that said that for anyone that's confused, they're animating events that were a little bit before the campaign started, which I think they mentioned during the campaign, right? Because I felt like Beauregard did say she encountered a Volstrucker, but now this is like it was only mentioned. Like they didn't start where Beauregard was tailing the Volstrucker, but oddly enough, because like I guess given enough time and it's years later since I've watched the campaign, it felt like this is naturally what happened. Does that make sense? Like for me, Travis and Sam and how they how everyone together, how they worked with the writers to make it kind of seamless. It really worked for me. This is just me personally. Like it's like I do notice things that literally some of Marisha's voice lines as Beauregard feel like the exact voice lines that she said to the expositor, or that's the right term, right? Expositor, I can't remember. The spy of the Cobalt Soul. I'm pretty sure that's exactly like how it how it kind of went down from my memory. Unless I'm getting like I don't know if I'm getting like memory replaced right now, but it felt really well done. But Beauregard coming in to counter with the Volstrucker was insane. It I just it just shows that like charm of how they got into scenarios where they were really out of their depth, and especially when it came to the Volstrucker, because I remember when the Volstrucker got introduced in the campaign, or like what they were, and like I'm pretty sure Caleb like fears them, right? Like Caleb was essentially going was becoming, or was in training to become one, right? Or like going through what Trent put them through. But which, oh man, we got to get back to Trent. But I thought seeing the tattoos and the magical tattoos like brought to life was so freaking cool. That like all of it was just kind of bubbling up. Like I'm like, oh, this is the Volstrucker. Like that was literally my reaction. I was laying in bed like, I was like, what? This is them. And then also the Bright Queen, seeing actually her design and just the two like horns coming from, I'm like, whoa, it puts so much into perspective. Like it's crazy. And also seeing Trent in the beginning like teaching the class, and like you kind of see a bit of his gruesomeness, or his like, he has like a, it's an interesting presence how they did it. He's like a, they just depicted it well. He's like, he feels like very sure of himself, and he has like a calm, threatening aura, especially like when he was doing like the live surgery on that guy. That was just, I like how they did it. And then I also like how they shown how Not and Caleb met. Like and I like it all. I think I think this was really like a really cool first episode. And not gonna lie, if you guys remember during the campaign, it was hard for me to really mesh well with Beauregard. I did not like Beau's character in the beginning, and it was just something about how Marisha kind of did the whole like, do I want to say like traumatized, hard exterior from that trauma type of character trope or type of trauma in real life, where you know it's funny because I also think I don't like the character because I had a bit of that frame also while I grew up. So it was like the shadow part of myself, but instead of it being like this hard exterior, kind of like Beauregard could be a smart mouth, I had like the sarcastic smart mouth kind of part of it, like sarcastic, but I was more on the less like, Beauregard was like kind of like that up front, like I don't know how to explain Beauregard's character. But anyways, how they like shown Beauregard kind of growing really quickly through that beginning episode was really fire. Like just the the absolute beast that of an investigator that Beau is, and like picking up on the signs and everything of what actually happened with the whole Volstrucker taking the beacon, and like just like I thought the pacing was really well done there. I'm like, oh, this damn, if I learned Beauregard from the beginning like this, like, oh man, like I don't know, it felt like it gave it different weight now that it's animated. I'm like, but also again, I can't really say that because Beauregard has already grown on me before the animated came out. So now it's just like it's still a little bit of the hype playing into why I like the character. But if I took away the hype, I really do think I would have liked seeing Beauregard based on this, and even seeing how the Cobalt Soul treats her. It's like it's it's so much better. It's so much. It's so much better. It's like streamlined. It's because it's an animated show, because so they have to streamline it a little bit better, But it's awesome, and just seeing the Bright Queen and all like the characters we're getting introduced to, and even you know how the magic works, and like, yeah, man, I see exactly what they were saying in the interviews. Like, magic is so much, like they got more into the components. Like, it's really cool that they showed Caleb in the beginning with not, stealing the materials that he needed from that shop, and to basically get Frumpkin. We seen the cat, man, Frumpy. That was a sad little scene, but him making the going, drawing the sigil on the ground, to placing the components, to sprinkling the little stuff, the pouch he needed had the little powder and like the spoken components and everything. It's really cool. Like, this feels really, really solid. I'm not going to lie, it feels really, really solid. Sorry if I'm looking away from the camera so much. I'm like trying to look into the memory of what I can pull from the episode. But yeah, I forgot the name of the Cobalt Soul dude who brought Beauregard in, but even like how how the pacing is good. That I don't know if anyone else is gonna like that or dislike that, but for me, at least for this first episode, it feels really well done. I thought when they were gonna go back, my assumption of this, but not really assumption, but I would say my thoughts on what they were gonna do is I thought they were gonna go like really deep, but also it's the first episode where we have to see the other characters as well. Oh, and I said I was going to start with the end way at the beginning, but Yasha is the next thing. So I don't remember this either. And I think I seen a comment saying that Yasha like had no connection to the beacons, right? Was she even hunting someone for the beacons? Or like actually it just came to my mind. Was she hired by someone to get the beacon back by like a certain faction? Because I can't remember, because I don't remember how her story tied in. Was she with a group? It's I can't remember because Yasha was like kind of on her own, right? I can't really remember the part of how Yasha came in is blurry to me. I can't really remember how Yasha came into the story, but anyways, like when they showed it at the end, that very end tail end of the episode, I was like, was it like this? She was searching for to who took the beacon. Like it's kind of interesting. Like, was she hired by the dynasty? Because it looked like she was killing Drow, or I don't know. Anyways, let me know down below. Any fill in the blanks. Feel free. Remind me of certain points in the campaign. Like you guys are. I love to interact with you guys down in the comments. But yeah, I'm just trying to remember literally everything. It's I like going in with like the mindset I have though. I'm not trying to really see how much they changed and what shifted. I'm trying to see like just I'm trying to let it organically play out what is different, what's the same, and just see what catches my eye. And honestly, right now I'm just in awe of just seeing it animated. It's so cool seeing like the Volstrucker take the beacon, escape the dynasty, and just even them being pursued and then that and how the magic was being casted and like the one Volstrucker dude threw out the little pin and then it popped and it expanded. That shit was so cool. Like this is fire, and like even their boots sparking up and how they're moving. Like, oh man, it is sick. It was just yeah, man. If the episodes just continue to get better from here, it's gonna be awesome. And it's like we already have. I'm pretty sure the first three episodes, since like from what they shown in the trailer, where we're gonna get the Ford and Jester and all that coming. So I can't wait to see Ford. Ford, you guys already know. I'm looking forward to Ford on peak. Ford and Jester's storyline too, like with their romance. But I'm really looking to how Ford and Caleb grow together. And then also, this is kind of talking way in the future, but I can't wait to see Caduceus. You know, so again, I just say for anyone who's animated only that's still watching this, don't search up Caduceus. But nonetheless, that's pretty much it. Much love, you guys. I'm out of here, and yeah, I'm gonna rewatch the episode and see if there's anything else I catch.